lot of words right now, but I got a lot to say. I'm kind of speechless. Never knew when I would get this opportunity. I always knew this was kind of a goal of mine, to get a hold of this place. But as you saw from the intro video, we got our hands on a drag strip. So as of January 1st, 2025, we are going to take over the lease for the drag strip. And we are going to be turning this place into much more than a drag strip. This place will actually be called, throw the logo up on the screen. Oh wait, I'm the editor. I don't know why I'm telling myself to do that. But yeah, this place will be called Fitzgerald Motorsports Park. This is going to be another branch off of FP. As you can see, the logos are very similar because we want to keep all of our companies kind of like, you know, where you can recognize everything. But this drag strip, I believe it's about 10 years old. It's in Crossville, Tennessee. I've raced here when I was younger. This is one of my favorite tracks to ever race at. We raced the last drag truck here. We actually had some problems. We've been coming to events here for a long time, and then the Friday test and tune. So for us to be able to take it over, I'm not sure who's going to help me with this project. Obviously, it'll be me running it, but you know, we got to keep Bubba and the guys in the shop focused on the trucks. So this is going to be more of a side quest for me and whoever else we bring in to help us run these events here. So you guys are going to be able to see us a lot more often. And we're going to be able to throw a lot better events. That is kind of my main priority. I really, really love hosting events. So if you can't tell, I love planning out events. I love, you know, seeing everyone happy and you know, they're smiling and entertained. Like, you know, because there's not a lot of good truck shows left anymore, in my opinion. And for some reason, there's a new one popping up every day right now. And I'm not sure why, really, but, you know, everyone wants a piece of the pie. But we have somehow managed this. I don't know. I worked this deal Sunday. The minute I heard that the drag strip was going to be coming up for lease, I hopped in my truck. I drove straight to Crossville to meet the current leaser to work out an agreement to buy all his track equipment, and to get the lease signed. So we are locked in, guys. Crossville Dragway, January 1st, 2025. Let's take a look at the track, look at the facility, and kind of tell you all everything we're going to fix and change, and we're going to give this place some love, guys. This place has been, you know, the guy leasing it right now, he told me he's like the past 2 years, you know, he's kind of lost a little bit of motivation on keeping it clean and, you know, trying to make the track better. And that's the reason he's not renewing. It's a beautiful track, but it's people don't realize a drag strip is a 7-day-a-week job for at least 8 months out of the year. So we're going to definitely need some help to keep this place going, to do those Friday night test and tunes that you all want to do. Private testing, stuff like that. But we're also going to make this one of the nicest tracks in the country. So let's take a look at the drag strip. All right, so we got some graffiti from somebody named Jaja the Boss, whoever that is. Just kidding, we know who that is. But we're going to get the graffiti off of here. I'm not too into that. We are going to repaint all the lines. Maybe I'd like to see if we could get these in blue, because blue is kind of our company colors and the new logo color. So I want the track to be color coordinated. But we're going to repaint all the lines on both sides of the tracks. We're going to be repainting the starting line. You see it's this green color right now. I believe it got painted this color like 8 or 9 years ago when this place was refreshed. We're going to be painting it blue to kind of go with our theme. Fixing pretty much everything. I want, when we open this place next March, and yes, that does answer your question, guys, the season opener of Fitzgerald Motorsports Park is probably going to be our next truck show. We're going to open it here, and the possibilities are endless. You haven't seen half of the good parts of this track yet, but there's a lot of benefits to moving our event here that I am so excited for y'all to see, because we're really running events out of our shop right now, and it works. It's cool. Luckily, our property layout's really good, and we have a lot of land, but this place is just next level events, next level entertainment for y'all. So let's continue to see what we're going to do over here. But it's got an AccuTime track system. I'm not too familiar with the timing systems yet, but you know, they've agreed to like teach me everything they know. I want, you know, you to know that your time is accurate, and I want this to be a good drag strip. I want, when you know you come here, you know the prep is good. I want someone to know when they come here that they're going to have a good track to go down. And before anyone asks, it is an 1/8 mile track, not a 1/4 mile. We only do 1/8 mile for diesels anyways. And no, I'm not going to turn this track into just a diesel only place. I still support gas vehicles, gas cars. I'm just a diesel guy myself. We'll still be doing test and tunes, bracket racing, stuff like that. But I may even build a gas car to race with y'all, because that's one of the coolest things about this. Is drag racing is one of my passions, and anything to do with horsepower is. So I'm gonna get to keep my vehicles at the track under the tower. The tower has a 3-bay garage, so I'm gonna get to keep my vehicles here under the tower, and I'm gonna get to race with y'all. So if it's a slow night, don't worry. I'll get something out and provide some entertainment, probably break something, but it's okay. It's all in good spirit. So we've got, everything needs to be repainted, lines need to be redone, everything needs to be cleaned up. Scooter could use a new seat, may get us a new scooter. We're gonna get some new equipment. The sweeper, we're probably gonna get a newer one of those. This is all stuff that, you know, he's used over the past 7 years. It still works fine. We just wanna put that last bit of effort to make this the nicest track in the state of Tennessee, and I don't think it's very far from that. So I think it's definitely possible. And we don't want to make it the nicest to say we have the nicest track. We want to do it so that when you come here and you bring your $500,000 race car, that you're at a good facility, you have a good time, you're not worried about anybody damaging your stuff, you're not worried about track staff being clumsy or just, I don't know. I want it to be a place where you can trust to bring your stuff, and your kids too. We're gonna make this a little more kid friendly, but not that it isn't already. We're just gonna go through the precautions like we do with events to make this place better. Like I said though, this place has been running for 7 years like this, and it's done great. They've had a lot of big events here, a lot of big events. I wanna have bigger events. We take them for a ride on the sweeper. A little old test drive, you say? I've actually never started it. I don't know if it starts. Actually, so this is what you would call a trusty steed. You know, the old tenant. She does come with the facility. She looks to be a pretty big unit. Michael Newcomb is the current owner. Don't worry, I ain't gonna take her for a rip yet. I'm not quite ready. On January 1st though, catch me on the track in this thing. She's kind of a unit. I ain't drove her yet, so I ain't decided if we're replacing her. She may just be a unit. You know, there's a couple of these machines you'd find that you'd call Old Faithful. You don't want to replace them because they're gonna be good. Oh, also, take a look at that. Bleachers. This place has a ton of bleachers. So we're gonna bring our current existing bleachers and add them to the bleachers that are already here. And then I'm gonna get more bleachers. That way y'all can sit. We may even work on eventually building a covered bleacher area because we care about y'all and we want you to have a good time. The lines need to be redone here. Parking lot needs to be cleaned, blown off. I don't really know what you can do for blacktop. Maybe drop a comment on anyone that knows a lot about like blacktop or concrete and stuff like that, what you can do to bring it back to life. Should we just reseal all of this? Because it's not been resealed in 10 years and it's gray looking. So I don't know, resealing might be the answer to that. I would be curious to get a price on resealing all this, because I would say that it's a lot more expensive than what I'm thinking. So maybe not, we'll see. Yeah, so let's start at the front, guys. We got the 5G, the old daily driver. She's out here hanging out. So let's talk about the tower. You rotate, cameraman, you rotate. Come with me now. All right, tower. It's got a 3-bay garage in the bottom, has a 2-post lift in it, and all your timing system stuff and a lot of your staff will be upstairs to keep track of you. It's really cool up there. I'm not going to show you that because it's not our place yet, so I'm trying not to overstep my boundaries on like what we show y'all, at least until the current leasee is out. But yeah, really cool up there. You can see the whole track. That's probably actually where I'll put my office, because it's awesome up there. It's just a killer view. But yeah, need a little bit of air conditioning up there. It's a little hot up there because of all the windows, so we need to fix the AC a little bit. We'll work on that one though. We got a shack. We acquired this shack. Don't know what we're gonna do with it. Maybe a t-shirt stand. Maybe a stand where you can buy tires or fuel or something like that. It says pit stop. I'm guessing they sell fuel there right now. Maybe we'll continue that. I'll talk to the current guy and see what he thinks. You know, if it's worth keeping that. You know, if they do much business out of it. It needs a little work. It's got some problems in the floor and stuff. But you know, these are all minor things that we're gonna fix. We're gonna bring this place back to brand new. And when we open it in March, if you came here this year, 2024, I want you to like walk in at March and be like, holy crap, what is this place? I've never seen it like this. We got some tractors, some sprayers, We've got all the stuff to keep the track prepped. We have purchased that. So we're doing leaps and bounds. Like I said, I never thought this would happen this year, and I really wasn't ready. I was laying in bed on a Sunday morning when I saw the post on Facebook, called immediately to lock the deal in, drove straight up here, locked it in all within a couple hours. And I really didn't ask many questions or anything. I said sign here, or tell me where to sign, and I'm ready. And here we are. But I'm kind of doing this for not only the drag racers, but for the truck shows. I think there was a very big lack of quality venues to have events at. I thought our shop was pretty nice for it, but we've outgrown it so fast, guys. But we are there's not a burnout pad here, but we're gonna pour one that's even bigger than our current one. So y'all be prepared for that. That's gonna be a good time. But let's show them the rest of the place. Let's hop in the truck. We've been walking for a while. It's getting a little hot. We need some air conditioning. What about that, man? What about it? This is crazy. So another thing I do want to point out, I don't think people realize that if you didn't support us the way you do and, you know, watch the videos, buy merch, I guess enjoy what me and Bubba try and do on a daily basis, that we would not be able to do this, and we definitely wouldn't be able to try and do it bigger than what we already are. But, you know, this is the next step for us in FP. I think providing a place where everyone can just have a lot of fun is going to be really cool. As you can see, there's the big bleacher assemblies over here. Those bleachers are huge. They do stay. They stay with the track. Looks like a couple of them have a little damage on them. We'll fix it though. I want this place to be cool. Like when you show up, like we're gonna have a cool PA system with music going. Like there'll no longer be a need for DJs or nothing like that. We can have a PA system going, and it's just gonna be cool. So we have our own concession stand. This whole building is half concessions, half bathrooms. No more porta potties, guys. Air conditioned bathrooms with stalls, privacy, lighted sinks. I mean, this is just the next level, guys. There isn't a step up for us after this. There is, and the step up would be how we run our events and how do we make them better. So that is going to be the next step. I'm curious to see, you know, what all the racers and vendors think about this place. I think a lot of vendors have already been here or know about this place. So it's going to be really, really cool to transfer our event to here and add drag racing into our event, because inevitably our event was already really cool and really, really big with just the dynos and the show and shine and the burnouts. Well, now we're going to add a burnout pad. We're going to have drag racing. I'm saying the minute I open the gates on Friday till Saturday at 2 in the morning, there will not be an engine not on rev limiter somewhere on this track. I plan on this being just the gnarliest thing you've ever seen. Whether I have to get in my own vehicles and have them on rev limiters at times when y'all aren't, I will. But we have the track. Let's take them for a drive down the track. You ever drove backwards down DRAGSTRIP?
No.
No, me neither. Actually, I did the other day. I've known about this for about 3 days, guys. Been trying to keep it in. I've been geeking out a little bit. There's only like 3 people in the world that know about this right now. But let's see what we got here. So, I'm going to show on the back side of the track. I don't know what that shed's for.
Time slips?
Time slips is back there.
What is that?
I wonder if it's an outhouse. I bet it's an outhouse. Yeah, we're going to get rid of that. We're going to have to fill a hole in, though. Alright, we got to go down here. We got to turn around. And we're going to show them one of the biggest additions. So, you know, like, obviously we're getting a drag strip. So, we're probably going to end up moving the dyno here out of the ground in Jamestown, because we really don't use it there much. We'll probably end up building a building with the dyno in it, or buying a new dyno and selling our existing one. So if you're interested in the dyno, let me know after this event. It's a 2014 Dynojet 244 XLC with a load cell for diesels. So we got the end here, we got some barrels, so if y'all try and go all fast and the furious and stuff, hopefully you get stopped. They do have some bleachers down here because the old owners used to do no prep events at the back end of the track, and I think that's cool, man. I think we need to have like all-wheel drive shootouts and no prep events back here. Like a diesel no prep event hasn't really had a great spot to put it, I don't believe, that's like still safe. The only thing sketchy about going backwards is when you do get to the prepped area, it's very slick. I did it once in my Mustang, and I got to the prepped area and went to hit my brakes, and I slid all the way to the staging lanes. So that was pretty cool. Let's not do that again. So we're gonna drive about half down the track. Don't show him yet, don't show him yet. Shh, shh, shh. Young ones. Shh. All right, we gotta get out for this. Don't point that way yet, though. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have a sled pull track. There's 2 foot of clay. They have already held sled pulls here. There's 2 foot of clay under all this. Believe it or not, he said once you mow it, it's a perfectly prepped track. You just got to till it and, you know, get rid of all the grass and stuff. But they have already held sled pulls here. We are going to be adding sled pulls to our event, which I think is really cool. And if you'll notice, there's quite a bit more room. You know what that means? We're going to pour more clay, and we're going to have dirt drags. So all of the cool stuff that y'all have been wanting, sled pulls, dirt drags, everything you've been asking for, we've delivered. We're doing it. We're doing it, guys. So yeah, sled pull track, 2 foot of clay. I've actually been to sled pulls here. I know the track actually is prepped pretty well once you take care of it. But that's another thing in January that we're going to start on, is getting the sled pull track ready. It needs more, obviously a lot more of these concrete barriers. Luckily we have a bunch from the Jamestown facility that we will be able to bring here. And then we'll be able to line this thing with concrete barriers and make a sled pull track that we can use all year round. So look for more sled pull events. I want to get to where, you know, we have our 2 big events a year, and then some random maybe sled pulls and drag racing events at certain times. But just having events all the time to entertain y'all. I mean, also, I think it's time we build a sled pull truck. I mean, I think a lot of people are into that. I actually enjoyed it last time I did it. So I'm kind of curious to see how much fun we could have building a sled pull truck. Something a little bit more like full-time sled pull. But yeah, so no prep back there. Sled pull. Burnout pad will probably be up near where that dump truck is, because it's already got fencing on one side of it. And then we'll probably extend this out for dirt drags, because you'll have to have sled pulls and dirt drags on the same track. So we will probably like run dirt drags during the day and then sled pulls of the evening. But that's, I'm really curious to see that, because I think you'll end up at a point to where you're sitting on the bleachers right here, and there's going to be drag cars running here, dirt drags running there, and you're having to turn around everywhere because you can't even watch all the entertainment. But I think that's really what's going to separate this event from everybody else, because there's just going to be so much we can do. Friday nights of our event, we might have like a no prep shootout at this end of the track, like kind of like street racing style. You get that street racing that you love, but at a track that's safe, guys. Because, you know, number one thing is safety. All this stuff with trucks is fun until you get hurt. So let's not do that. But let's show them the rest of the track. So we're halfway down the drag strip, not really where I planned on filming, but you see where the bucket truck is? Either on the left or the right side of that fence where the bucket truck is probably where the burnout pad's going to be, or directly behind where the bucket truck is. Not sure. I don't really want to take much of the parking, because another complaint that we've had with our event is like how much parking we provide. We're just out of space, guys, but I'm pretty sure with this place we are going to be able to keep all parking on site and free for y'all. That is the plan. You know, I've done everything I can in the parking situation. You know, at FP Truckfest 2.0, I do apologize that, you know, that we're going to have to charge for parking. It's not me. It's for other people. But, you know, we got to make it work for the town and for the people. And we may still have some events in Jamestown. I really like having it at the shop, because I think a lot of people that watch our videos that like see us build trucks all the time, like they've always wanted to come to the shop. So I think it's cool for them to get to come to the shop. So don't think that, you know, we're out of options on having events there. But check it out. All parking, more bleachers, Alright, we're going to show you all the back side of the track now, and got one more little problem I want to show you all, actually. Don't know really what we're going to do about it. I haven't addressed it yet. Alright, so if you'll notice, our bridge is not in great shape, guys. So we have a bridge that goes from, God bless, we have a bridge that goes from like the main, it'll be the vendor area, to the drag racers area. This will be the pits. If you'll look over here, actually, we'll walk around, we'll show them. I noticed this a minute ago. The bridge is kind of collapsed. You see that break right there, and then it starts to dip down. I don't really know what's going on with these like patches and stuff. I mean, it seems definitely like it's still sturdy, but it's definitely fell down some. The foundation is settled. So we'll need to have somebody probably check that out, or you know, add some more concrete to get rid of the dip. You see how much lower it is in the center versus right here, and it actually buckled that part. That's how far it dropped. You can see the crack of where it started to drop. But yeah, that's kind of concerning to me. You know, safety wise, I would say it's still stable right now, but for me in the future of this place, and for you to feel safe of driving, you know, your toter or whatever over this, that's something I'm going to look into in the future. Definitely look into fixing it, or, you know, just making sure it's still structurally, you know, okay. But yeah, but they went ahead and like put gravel in the center for now. That way you can still drive a drag car over it and you don't bottom out in the center. But I can tell by how thick this gravel is right here, because I can look down right here, and that's probably 6 to 8 inches. Yeah, buddy, this is probably 8 inches below us where the dip is right now. So it's got an 8-inch bow in the center. That's pretty crazy, man, that it bows that much. That is a little wild. And then we're gonna see, we gotta watch, this is actually swamp area. This drag strip was built on a swamp. So you have to watch what trees you cut down. I would like to cut a lot of this out to open it up, but you know, we got to watch what we do for the environmentalists and stuff like that, because drag strips already kind of stepping on that category, let alone taking trees out. But let's see, it's pretty over here. Look at them all. Wow. Oh, that's our shack. We need to go over our shack. Bum, ba, bum, 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 ba, bum. Now I know what you're thinking. Who in their right mind would give someone like me the keys to a drag strip? Me, mofo, me, and you. This is the time slip hut. Is it unlocked? Ooh. How fast of a pass do you just run, Ryan?
Probably about 2 minutes, to be honest with you.
It's pretty bad, Ryan. I don't have an 120.
Got 2 legs.
I ain't got a 120-second time slip, so you're just screwed. But yeah, just time slip room. We're gonna do some modifying to this. I think it needs to be a little air-conditioned hut. Don't worry, employees. We're coming to save you. I want this place to just be bougie. Smile, you're on camera. Are you smiling? Wait, I already was on camera. Are we recording them recording us? Okay. This is my inventory of good Hoosiers. Hit me up. 300 the best offer on every tire. They're all good. Don't ask questions. Don't look at them. And no, you can't buy my tractor tires. I don't know what this is. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, this, I don't get this. This doesn't stay with the property. Forgot about that. Okay. All right, last little part to show y'all. Appreciate you if you stuck with me till now. I'm kind of rambling, but I'm just really excited about what we're gonna be able to do here. I mean, the options are infinite. Potentially. All right, so we've got this. This was all gravel pit area, but the weeds and stuff have grown up. We've got a lot of property cleanup to do. Spraying for weeds, bush hogging, probably making more room for more parking, maybe getting rid of some of these trees right here to further grow the parking lot, because Lord knows we can fill a parking lot up. And I don't think there's been many events like ours held in a place like this. So, you know, we add all these other main event stuff to ours, the sled pulling, the dirt drags. We're going to need more room for y'all, and there's going to be more people. So we got to start making more room. Gosh, we got some cleaning to do. Bush hogging. That's the old lease stuff. We won't even bother showing that stuff. Yeah, a lot of cool things. They actually, so all the poles that you're seeing, the light poles, those were added. The guy that was, you know, we got those in the deal. We bought some light poles. So, not saying I ever thought I would own a light pole, but yeah, we bought a couple. So they put light poles in up here so you could see in the pits. Another nice add-on. Look at all these parking spots, bro. All the parking spots, there's lines drawn from it. We're gonna have to get like a little, they make a ride-on thing for drawing lines.
Yeah, they have like for baseball fields. They have a thing you can like has wheels on it, kind of.
No,
like
I want to ride on it.
Oh, ride on one?
Yeah,
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do.
I mean, with all the lines we need, yeah, I definitely need to come up here with like 2 cans of sunscreen and your little umbrella hat and be up here for about 2 days. See you then, boys. But catch me on the flip side. We gotta get rollers of that too. They see me rolling, then you can throw me a Capri Sun or something. So this is the top gates. This is where you'll enter if you're either racing or a spectator. You're going to enter up here more than likely. Haven't decided exactly how we want to lay out spectator stuff yet. I'm not sure because we do a ton of show and shine, and not a lot of, you know, drag strips have a show and shine area. So I'm thinking the other side of the track where the burnout pit's going to be is going to probably be mostly show and shine, because that gives you no access to drive under the drag strip. And obviously if you're in show and shine, you don't need the drag strip, but you will have access to the burnout pad. So you can still, like, you'll still be able to get to the fun stuff that you want to. But we'll also probably make a pit area for the burnout vehicles over there too. We don't know. It's endless opportunities. Like I said, guys, we don't get access to this place till January 1st. The current Michael that's in here, Michael Newcomb, is kind enough to let us come up here, do videos, check it out. He wants me to come up here, hang out with him. He's going to teach me the track system with all the timing and stuff. That way when me and my guys move in, that we know. And that, to me, worth $1 million. Thank you, Michael. I really appreciate him teaching me that, because honestly he wouldn't have to teach me none of that. But there's your little admissions shack. I think we're gonna build a building right there. But we do get the shack with the property. So we may move it, and we may move Bubba or Ryan into that. Ryan, do you like your new home?
Hey man, I plead the fifth.
I plead the fifth. All right, man. Be ungrateful then. I was wanting you to stand there.
Oh, I didn't hear you. My bad.
So as y'all can see, like, the concrete's pretty rough and stuff like that. It's in pretty decent shape. It's cracked in a lot of spots because when you bring heavy trucks and stuff in and out, you're gonna have the concrete crack. That's not a big deal. We're not gonna fix that stuff, obviously, but we're gonna pressure wash the entire facility, get this place looking brand new, fresh lines, fresh paint, fresh equipment. We got to get a new winter circle banner that says Crossville Dragway, and this is about to be Fitzgerald Motorsports Park, so we need our own banner, maybe even like something a little bigger. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. I have no idea what's in store for the future. I've got roughly 4 months to brainstorm in my head, and it's untelling what's going to happen in there in 4 months, because what happens in 24 hours in there is pretty gnarly. So 4 months of that, we'll see what ideas we come up with. And this thing might open on January 1st to us, and we might just come in here, and I might have all the signs already made and everything. You never know with me. But yeah, lots of stuff to do. I'm really excited. I'm just kind of envisioning the blue truck being parked in there, pulling out and making a pass and going back in its little thing. I mean, this is a dream for me, guys. Being able to, you know, the only thing that would make this better is if I built a house here. I think I need to build a house about right here. Everybody come over, house party. Anyways, yeah, so seeing the blue truck in there, maybe building a pulling truck that we keep in there, because our pulling stuff is going to be on site. And I don't know, I just think there's endless opportunities for tinkering on vehicles of ours, and just making this place better. But huge thank you to everyone that gave us the opportunity to do this. You know, Me and Bubba have been grinding for years. You know, got to thank the people that have been a part of it. Ryan is pretty new to the team, but I think he's excited for this just like I am. And then we got a new guy starting in about 2 weeks, guys, that you're gonna see, and he's great. You're gonna love him. You're gonna love him. But yeah, FP is about to go to the moon. Appreciate all of y'all. One thing I really do need to talk about though is FP Truckfest 2024-2.0, October 11th and 12th. We're gonna have 2 dynos. Blessed Performance is gonna be running our dyno and their dyno. If you've ever been on their dyno, it's a trailer dyno, but it is the same dyno that we currently run. So it's 2 DynoJet 244 XLCs. So if you're, you know, oh, you think this dyno is more accurate than the other, well, we're gonna test the 2 dynos numbers against each other right before the event starts. So if you're worried about an accurate dyno, the dyno is gonna be as accurate as it can get. And it's gonna be more accurate than it ever has because they're gonna be running the same software and the same correction factor on both dynos. So, come win some money. I haven't decided the prize yet. Probably $2 grand for overall, $1,000 for fuel only. That's the only classes I usually do, is overall and fuel only. So overall means you can do whatever you want, compounds, triples, nitrous, yada, yada, yada. I think Greg is actually putting in an engine right now to try and swing for it. I texted him and said, hey, you trying to win this for a 3rd year? He said, see, amigo. So I'm gonna assume that means yes. I don't know. I'm a little too white for that. But I don't know, can we say that? I don't know. I got friends. But yeah, I'm curious to see how FP Truckfest 2.0 turns out. I think it's gonna be a movie. But the burnout competition is the main event of this. So $10,000 is what you can win at the King's Chaos burnout competition. If you're wondering what the rules are, it's pretty much the same as every other intense burnout competition. The judging is a bunch of factors. It is not only continuous tire spin, smoke, crowd wow, driver skill, how fast you pop the tires. Like, there's so much into it. Obviously, you're not going to go out there with ball tires and pop them in 15 seconds and me be impressed. Keep that in mind, guys. Also, I'm not the judge. It's a secret judge. That way no one thinks there's any favoritism. So, sorry. But yeah, thank you to Coltrane Energy for putting up $10,000. Throw the logo here, you know. They've been a big sponsor of now FP, and I think we got some other companies that are going to want to get in on all this, because this is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime, guys. But I appreciate y'all. Thank you for watching. Grab that merch, subscribe, like, and comment. Let me know what you think of the new drag strip and things that we should do and add. See you in the next one.